YNW Melly was seen yelling inside of the courtroom at his newest charge, as not only is Melly facing the charges of YNW sack chaser and Juvie's passing, but now there is a new list of charges. When the judge was giving Melly's new charges, fans noticed that he looked a little rough, however he was still smiling inside of the courtroom. Melly's manager would even share, "just in the matter of slime," on his social medias. Now YNW Melly was hit with new charges alongside YNW Bortlen.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demmons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction. YNW Melly, his real name is Jamel Demmons. He's actually in plain clothes in the courtroom for the first time in months, again, as this judge really starts the long process of seating a new juror.
YNW Juvie's father would go on to expose how exactly YNW Melly and Bortlen were witness tampering, and even what code words they used to make Melly's ex-girlfriend not testify against him during the original trial.
Both Melly, Jamel Demmons, YNW Melly, and Cortland Henry, who is known as YNW Bortlen, are now charged with witness tampering. It sounds like the prosecutors are saying there was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person and then that person.
Saying like to me, they going through extreme measures to try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom. And
as YNW Melly and Bortlen were doing 2 ways to witness tampering, telling Melly's ex-girlfriend to not come to the courtroom and testify against Melly, as well as what YNW Bortlen did as he was arrested for it very recently. As while he was outside shopping, his house was raided by the feds and they found insane paperwork against him and YNW Melly.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Bortlen was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortlen, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Demmons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortlen allegedly tampered with the witness.
As it would then be announced, here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YNW Bortlen's home last week, as filed into the Broward clerks by the state. Of these photos here, of YNW Bortlen detailing where certain jurors were sitting during the original YNW Melly trial. He even gave a description of what they looked like. It may not sound that serious to you, but to understand how serious of a crime this actually is, here's DJ Academics' reaction.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortlen, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy sh. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. Like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.
As with the new evidence now being entered into the YNW Melly case, they aligned all of the new witness tampering evidence perfectly with the hard evidence against Melly of committing the crime. The new lead prosecutor is making it very simple to make Melly look guilty in the retrial. As I was able to find his entire evidence file on Melly, you tell me if he sounds guilty. It starts out with a man named Jay Hood, a close friend of late King Von, ended up sharing a secret that YNW Melly told King Von in confidence. However, King Von accidentally told a few people at O-Block.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was 2 friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it, And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Vaughn was mad at me. He, bro, why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
Where he reveals information that we never knew, involving Sack Chaser and Juvie going after Melly for financial gain. This then leads into the evidence from Melly's cell phone, of text messages of Melly literally admitting to doing the crime.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02, the YNW Melly count says what?
After that, SHHHH.
This then goes into perfectly by the evidence shared by Sergeant Williams, where during the original Melly trial, he would end up revealing that there is no way this could have been a drive-by, as Melly claimed, and forensic evidence shows that the crime must have happened inside of the Jeep they were driving in, and more specifically in the back left seat.
Number, you said 17 outside the car. How many rounds were inside of the car?
3.
And can you exclude the for Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas as coming from outside of the car?
Yes, that has some movement in it, which is around site L here. The actually moving in that to create the little bit of a that you see there.
With Williams revealing the crime must have occurred inside of the vehicle, this is then when YNW Juvie's mother would then finalize everything, where she would go to the stand and share who was sitting in the back left seat.
Can you state your name, your full legal name for the jury?
Leon Phillips.
Okay. And are you related to one of the kids in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Positive 2/19/15. Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Jamel.
And Jamel, is that the defendant, Jamel Demons?
Yes, ma'am.
Due to the new witness tampering charges and the entire evidence file I shared, Melly has been going through a lot inside of his jail cell. This has made Melly's mother extremely nervous for her son, so she knew she had to step in. Bryson Paul would tweet, YNW Melly has been transferred from Broward County Jail to Paul Rain Detention Facility in Florida as he awaits his retrial to resume. However, it gets a lot deeper than this, and allow me to explain. It all began with YNW Melly's mother doing an interview where she would end up exposing the Broward County Jail for not allowing Melly to use a cell phone or even look at his own mail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
As Melly's mother knew she had to make a move to save her son, as he wasn't even allowed to look at mail sent by family members. So she would go and start a petition just to have law officials look into Melly's situation in Broward. She gathered 50,000 signatures and she didn't hear anything for weeks. This is why she hopped on the public interview, as she would end the interview sharing that she is heartbroken.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
The interview would end up going viral. With the help of the interview, Melly would be moved county jails, but there's a deeper meaning to all of this. It comes from a viral comment that shares, "I believe the Paul Rain Detention Facility is to house people struggling with mental illness. I really hope that Melly is mentally okay," making many believe that YNW Melly could be struggling a lot more than what we know. Similar to Melly's mother during the original trial, where it got so bad during the original trial that Melly had to ask her if she was okay during a court session. As even Boosie believes that YNW Melly, as well as his mother, will be crying and going through a lot during the retrial, as Melly will likely be sentenced to life inside a prison.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a.
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
As he says this for one specific reason. YNW Melly has been in jail for over the last 5 years, making it very obvious that the feds want him and they'll do anything to keep him inside of jail, which is why Boosie would go on to explain the police are likely corrupt, because when they want you, they'll do anything to get you, according to rap OG Boosie.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted him bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah. They could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, after a mistrial, that doesn't happen, really.